Hello, Aries. This is your Wheel of Fortune reading for February 2020. The Wheel of Fortune is a reading designed specifically to let you know where your opportunities lie. Now, in the future, hopefully, these Wheel of Fortune readings will be coming out earlier, be coming out prior to the month, or at least early in the month. But this is a very forward-looking reading. It's a reading, again, designed to let you know where your opportunities lie and to help guide you in moving forward and making your decisions. And so let's go ahead and dive right in. What I see for you first is that you in this scenario right now, in these various scenarios, are essentially on your own. And not necessarily in a bad way, but, and you are represented by the Hermit card here. And the Hermit is a concept that signifies independence, independence of soul, independence of spirit, but again, not in a bad way. It gives you the opportunity to really assess yourself, to know yourself, and to be with yourself in a positive way. Now, how do you go about interacting with the world when in this kind of hermit energy? Well, from what I'm seeing in the cards here, you have first the opportunity to develop financial independence. And financial independence is something that may be weighing on your mind right now. And it's going to be burdensome. It's going to take a lot of work. And so you may be in a situation where you are working from home, where you're working independently, or if you're working in a workplace among other people, what you're doing is really all up to you. But the more effort you put into that, the more of a just return you will see. You're going to get to a place, if you follow that path of pursuing financial independence, no matter how much stress or how many burdens that might entail, that's going to bring you to a place where you are able to even things out, where you're able to balance your checkbook, where you're able to really get the return that you're looking for. Also, here I am seeing that you have the opportunity to set some hard limits. There's potential here for a battle to be fought, a win-loss battle, a battle which will involve setting hard limits at the end. Some wins and some losses for you as a part of this battle, and it's something that you're very anxious about. It's something that you're going to be very anxious about. It may be a battle over anxiety. Anxiety, and this is signified by the Nine of Swords in this reading. This concept very often says to me that the anxiety is the problem, not that which we are anxious about. And so whether it's anxiety itself that you're battling, or if there's something that you need to turn away from, something that you need to get out of your life, no matter how anxious that might make you, and that will be the result if you go ahead and fight this battle, if you go ahead and buck up and just get into it and try to put that anxiety aside so that you can fight whatever this fight is that you need to fight, to set these hard limitations, set these hard limits and boundaries where they need to be set. This is going to involve a walking away for you, a walking away from something that you need to walk away from. Also, I see that this, again, and it is repeated a second time in the spread here, that being with yourself, being independent, and this doesn't necessarily mean shoving other people away. If you have other people in your life, if you have a spouse, if you have family, if you have people that you work with, friends who are there for you, by all means, be with them, be among them, don't shove them away. But at the same time, by being independent within yourself, being of your own mind, so to speak, you really can take on that financial battle. And that, whether it's a financial battle directly or it's the development of a stronger house and home. Potentially, this could apply to people who are working on their home, people who are developing, people who are remodeling a home, people who are who are moving home. If you are moving from one place to the next, and you don't have a whole lot of help around you, it's really up to you. You can do this. You can get to a place, you can get to a much better place, to a much more even place, a place that is a lot less volatile than what you've been used to. That's one opportunity that you have there for you. Another opportunity I see has to do with study. And this may be you, this may be another person though, because that's just intuitively what I'm getting from the cards is that either you or someone you meet, someone you have around you, someone who may be an ally, even though you are being very independent right now, is a student and has studied up on whatever it is that they need to do. Going ahead and being supportive of this person, inviting this person into your life, or becoming that person, becoming somebody who does your homework, so to speak, for whatever it is your project is that you're taking on. This can be something that really helps you to become more rational, more diplomatic with regards to the circumstances of your own life, to deal with the things that need to go away. As I talked about with some of these other opportunities that you have here, you may have the opportunity to see something go. And this is signified by the Tower card here. By following this course of study or inviting this kind of young student into your life, or becoming the student as you need to do, you can become someone who is more knowledgeable, more wise with regards to their logic, more wise with regards to the way that you use your rationality. And in that wise way of being more rational, perhaps even being a guide to someone else, we're led to a situation signified by the Tower card. Now, the Tower can represent a huge upheaval, a very sudden event that transforms our lives because it's something very unexpected, and yet after this Tower moment takes place, everything has changed. What we thought we had, the structure has come down, so to speak. But it can also be a slow process. I myself, doing readings for myself the last time I moved house, when I moved from one place to the next, that was often signified by the Tower because the structure that I had around me was coming down. So be mindful of that, whether this is someone else or whether this is you who needs to do your homework, or it's somebody that you can kind of be a guide to, someone that you can be a mentor to in a way. That is going to cause a real shift, and a shift that's going to have to be acclimated to afterwards, but in the end, a positive shift for either yourself or this other person. I also see, once again, there's another battle signified here, but this is by the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a hard-fought victory. You have the opportunity to win a hard-fought victory, a task which is very difficult for you or is involving a great deal of opposition perhaps, that you have the opportunity to be the victor here. And by becoming the victor, your light will shine through. You will be proven. If this is something that I look at, this may be a social situation as I'm seeing signified by the cards, but this is also the kind of thing that could be a situation in which perhaps you have a test to take. If you're in school, perhaps you have a big test to take, and you've got a lot of studying to do, and or a big project you have to do that you have to be judged over. Well, your light is going to shine. You are going to be revealed. Your capacities are going to be revealed, and your ability, and maybe even some of your shortcomings, but that's okay, are going to be revealed as well. This is going to result in an invitation. And if it's an invitation you're looking for, whether it's a direct invitation, somebody asking you out on a date, or somebody inviting you to a party or something of this nature, I see this as a very good opportunity for you in order to move out of this a little bit more isolated cycle that you're in. Again, this kind of withdrawal that you're taking from the world, or that it can be very good for you right now in order to pursue the various opportunities before you. Um, Everything is a cycle, and everything moves and changes. And so this may be fighting this hard-fought victory, this big task that I think inside that you can win. You can win. And once you do that, and you are revealed for who you really are, this again will result in an invitation, whether it's a direct invitation or it's simply an invitation to move on to the next step. Maybe an invitation to a new job, a new place, or simply a new place in life. So I hope this was helpful to you. I thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing. Also, those of you who would like to support the channel through Patreon, there's a link in the description below for Patreon. And I look forward to speaking to you again in the future. Thanks.